It was not until 1946 when Teddy Ballgame and the rest of the Fighting Red Sox came marching home. It would prove to be a year to be remembered.
Fenway was packed again. Oh yeah, a lot of excitement all through baseball in '46. You know, with Greenberg back and DiMaggio back and the great Yankees back all over the league and all. And the crowds were tremendous. Everybody was hungry for baseball again.
We came back and we went to ball games. It was what we did and loved them.
The four big wheels, Pesky, Dorr, DiMaggio, and Williams, returned to play behind a Big Four pitching staff.
We had a kind of a Big Four pitching staff for Tex Houston, Joe Dobson, Mickey Harris, and myself. And you were supposed to go 9 innings. If you didn't, you kind of felt bad about yourself. It's a different world now.
Ferris starred.
Boo Ferris won 25 games. Tex Houston, 20. Mickey Harris added 17. And Joe Dobson's 13 gave the starting staff a total of 75 wins.
Well, we thought we had a good enough team, which it was. We had good pitching. We had Dave Ferris won 25 games. We had 4 guys with double figures.
We were scoring runs like guys trying to make a double play on us, and we were scoring from second base for tying, winning runs, stuff like that, you know. That it just seemed like we were just overly aggressive. Everything was going good.
I wanted to win 105 victories as our ultimate goal. We ended up 104.
Ted Williams returned from the war in fine form. In the 1946 All-Star Game in Boston, he hit 2 home runs. One was the first ever hit off Rip Sewell's eccentric eephus pitch. He also hit a home run that season that was so enormous that a red seat still marks its landing spot an astonishing 502 feet from home plate.
One of them balls that you hit hard, but you still get plenty of elevation to it. And that ball just kept going. And I remember it went up 38 rows in the right field. And I don't think a ball's ever been hit any further in right field since I've been here than 38 rows. And the reason I know it was the 38th row is because he took a picture of a fellow hit a guy in a straw hat up there and broke his straw hat.
In a desperate attempt to slow down the nearly unstoppable Williams, Cleveland Indians manager Lou Boudreau designed a shift, the Boudreau shift, that packed the right side of the field while leaving only a short left center fielder on the other side.
I must admit that for a long time I was a little stubborn about hitting the right field and the left field, and why wouldn't I be? I had been a .350 hitter for 12 years that way, and there was no reason to change.
We could have won the pennant at the end of August that year, but it took us 2 weeks to win one more game to clinch it for us, and the great Williams did that for us.
On a lucky Friday, September 13th, pitcher Tex Houston promised, "Get me a run and we'll win." And Williams did just that.
Ted hit a line drive. Of course, they shifted on Ted, but the left fielder wanted to make a shoestring catch. The ball got under his glove. It was an inside-the-park home run. Once those long legs got running, they were running pretty good.
Houston had his 1-0 victory, and the Red Sox clinched the 1946 American League pennant. In an exhibition tune-up for the World Series against a team of American League All-Stars, Ted Williams was plunked on the elbow. Williams hit a meager .200 in the World Series against the St. Louis Cardinals, including a rare bunt single against a version of the Boudreau shift, but he never used his hurt elbow as an excuse. Despite the underwhelming contribution from their star player, the Red Sox and the Cardinals went to a Game 7. In the top of the 8th, and the Red Sox trailing by 2 runs, Dom DiMaggio came to the plate.
He lines a base hit off the right center field wall over Slaughter's head for 2 bases, scoring Russell and Metcovich with the tying run.
So just as I rounded first base, I dug down for that extra burst of speed, which was the dumbest thing I could have done, and I pulled this hamstring muscle. And I barely got to second base. And we held up the game for the longest time, long time. I wanted to play, and Cronin said, "Dom, you can't."
With the score tied at 3 in the 8th inning, the Cardinals' Enos Country Slaughter singled. Harry the Hat Walker then drilled a hit to left center. Slaughter raced through the third base coach's stop sign and sprinted for the plate. He just barely beat the Red Sox relay throw home. It is a play that has been replayed by those who were there countless times since. In a play that has become part of World Series folklore, Slaughter was safe at home, and the Red Sox dreams for 1946 went up in a cloud of dust.
And that was the disheartening part of the whole thing. As you know, Slaughter made his famous run at the bottom of the 8th inning, and he would never have gotten that famous run of his in, and he's entitled to it, but it would never have happened had I been out there. Never. And he knows that.